Shabbing nobody else's auto. It is Tuesday evening. Time for some Toy Tuesday where we do all kinds of cool memorabilia, toys, cans, signs, anything auto related that is collectible. Tonight we actually do have a few toys to check out. Some really cool Tootsies and a Bumpmobile. The Bumpmobile is in the box, but I don't know if it's missing part of the motor or something. I mean, the body's great, but there's something missing out of the running gear, but still a super cool display piece, especially when they're in the original box. So, we'll go ahead and get rolling tonight, check out some of this cool memorabilia. Throw up any comments. We'll sure try to catch them as we move along and go through tonight's episode. Hey, Kevin L. stopping by tonight. John's here with us and ready to go. Glad you guys made it. There's Austin. That's right. It is time for some Toy Tuesday. Pappy's here with us again tonight. Glad you guys made it. Thanks for stopping by, checking out a few cool new toys. I got these a few months back at an auction and just kind of kept forgetting about them. They kind of got tucked back in the corner of a shelf, and I was like, I got to get those squeezed in. So Brian Dispatch here, ready to go. So let's go ahead and flip things around and check out a handful of super cool toys recently added to the collection. So we'll start off right here with a little Tootsie Toy Lift. Yes, and it actually does work. Lift up your Tootsies. Thought that was kind of a cool piece. Lower it back down. So let's take a little bit closer look at it. The car we've got on there is a Tootsie Corvette, 53 to 55 era. Actually, this one even says Corvette down here in the bottom of it. Hey, there's Kenny. Steve made it by. Pretty decent condition. Not really too beat up or too chipped up. About 4 inches on this one. So, you know, a little bit bigger than your standard Hot Wheels size Tootsie. But in pretty decent shape. Now, this little lift that came with it, also an actual Tootsie lift. Hey, there's Peter. If we look right down here at the bottom, if you guys can see it, it actually does say Tootsie Toy on it. Tim stopping by. Hey, there's Mike from Texas. And it is a basic action. Just has a lever. You pull this lever up, and it raises the lift and situates it there. So nothing real fancy, but for the day, that was kind of a cool piece. Dan from Defiance is here. So nothing exotic, nothing fancy, but there again, for the day, that was a pretty fancy toy. Amen. So what's up next? How about another Tootsie? This one, we're out transporting. Let's actually move the Corvette and the lift down here to the other end. Actually, we'll go ahead and put it back up. That's right, Peter. Go in for some service work. Hey, there's Neil. Up next, the Tootsie Toy Transport. Big rig time. Bum, bum. Big rig Tootsie Toy Transport. And it's full. So, what do we bring in on the transport? We'll start off with right back here. Looks like a Jaguar. XK120, XK140-ish, early to mid-50s. Yep, the F250 is running. Going to the body shop next. Does actually say Jaguar on it. And these are smaller than the Corvette we just looked at. These are about 3 inches long. So, the green Jag coming off the transport. The station wagon looks like a Ford. Early 50s era Ford wagon in red. Tootsie Toy on the bottom of that, also labeled as a Ford. And let's go ahead and back them out of the back of the truck here. Another Ford, 55 Ford. In blue. Whoa, saved it. And what's hiding up in here? Kind of, actually, it's a little bit too tall. It actually kind of got stuck in there. I haven't even taken these out here since I got it back from the auction. And back one more out of the transport, and we've got a pickup. No, I don't think he's very impressed. 48 to 50 era Ford. So a load of Fords and a Jaguar in there. At the time, Jaguar was not owned by Ford, I don't believe. So, hey, there's Jim. So there's what's in the transport. Now let's check out the transport, right? This is also a Tootsie Toy piece. If we look at the bottom of the tractor, it actually is marked Tootsie. The tractor truck part is pop metal. The trailer is actually tin. Just a basic pin mount configuration. And a cab over international design from the early 50s on the truck itself. It was owned by, it was his own company then. Ford actually did own Jag for several years. So that's why I had to make that comment, because Ford actually did own Jaguar in the late 90s, early 2000s as part of the PAG, their premier automotive group. And that's exactly right, Tim. If you'll notice, all this stuff said Chicago, Illinois on it. So let's load them back up. I don't even want to put the pickup up in the front. It didn't fit very well. And let's go park the big rig at the end of the table. So we've got one more toy tonight, the Bumpmobile. The Bumpmobile made by Motorized Toys, Inc., St. Louis, Missouri, and formerly Cleveland, Ohio. That's true. You didn't need a world map to find out where those came from. Wow, that is pretty cool, John. I bet that does bring back some memories. Now, who knows anything about the Bumpmobile from the Motorized Toy, Inc. company? This isn't the box, but like I said, it's missing something on the car. The box is great. The box itself looks awesome. Forward bump, forward bump, backward. The self-reversing electric auto, battery operated. Directions. Insert batteries per enclosed diagram. Hit bumper and put Bumpmobile on the floor. Bumpmobile speeds along in forward or reverse until it hits an obstacle. Bump, then it automatically shifts and goes in the opposite direction. Uses any standard flashlight batteries. This car is the only one of its type which uses a real, genuine motor. So let's take a look at it. Like I said, there's something missing on the motor part of this car. I'm not sure what it is. But there's something that it is missing, and I'm not sure what. It is a plastic body, believe it or not. And obviously in great condition. The windshield actually was designed to tilt. It did actually have a dash in it. And like I said, something is missing out of the motor of this. I'm not sure what it is. But it's got the rear axle, but it's missing something underneath here. That's right, it should be a warranty claim. Now, the Bumpmobile, when it smacked the bumper, this actually was designed to move. So this whole undercarriage would shift as it bumped. We can see where it had a slot for the batteries, but something is missing. The motor mech is missing out of this car. Somebody must have taken it out and put it into a different one or something. I don't know. Regardless, I just thought it was a pretty cool piece, especially when the box looks this good to start with. So kind of a, I'm going to say Packard-esque nose on this maybe. Obviously, the bumpers are not chipped or broken, but it is in the box because these bumpers I don't think would have lasted through a lot of heavy-duty bumping over the years. But definitely kind of a 40s era, Art Deco streamlined type style, full skirted fenders front and rear. Almost kind of a boat tail type design coming down the back. Although it did have full fenders, it had the boat tail sweeping down to the back. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, Tim. It was pretty cool. 73 crash specs, yeah. Hey, there's David W. stopping by. So there again, really cool piece. Nothing else in here instruction-wise or anything. Don't see any year on the box. But regardless, a super cool looking piece. Obviously, the way the box is designed, and there again, this is artwork in advertising. It's got this shape here, shows the impact here with the stars, the impact on the back with the stars, the lines showing the motion. There again, a lot of thought went into this design. Hey, there's Mike. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Appreciate that. It does kind of look like a Stuart Little car. But there again, this was all thought out, designed, drawn to show all this stuff on the box. So when you pick this thing up on the shelf, it showed you what you could expect from your new Bumpmobile. From the Motorized Toys, Inc. company, St. Louis, Missouri. I suppose you could LS swap it. It's what anybody else would do, so. Oh, and I guess to give you an idea on size on this, the box is 10 inches. So that's going to make the car probably just under that. Yep. About 9 3/4 on the car. Hey, Copper Wire made it. I bet they probably were expensive. Yeah, the box is great. I mean, just Like I said, I don't know what's missing out of the motor, but I mean, realistically, are you going to put batteries in it and play with it anyway? Probably not. But a great display piece. So that's what we've got for tonight. Some cool Tootsies and a new old stock Bumpmobile from the Motorized Toys Inc. Company, St. Louis, Missouri. Which is, there again, kind of crazy to think about, guys. Everything we're looking at, the Tootsies were all made in Chicago. The Bumpmobile, hey, there goes the hearts. The Bumpmobile made in St. Louis. All, you know, the Tootsies, all mid-50s era stuff. The Bumpmobile, I think, probably a few years earlier than that. But all made right in the Midwest. American companies and actual toys made right here. Where are we at on signs, Peter? That's a good point. We haven't done one the last few weeks. Yeah, you have to try it at least once. Yeah. We were working back along that back wall back there. So I guess we can head back there, guys, and check out a sign back there. Did we do the clean restrooms, you guys remember? Maybe we're ready for the clean. I think we're ready for the clean restrooms. I remember we did the Arabic or Indian, whatever. I think we did the Valvoline. That's right, John. There ain't no tariffs on that stuff. Not made in Chicago and St. Louis, so. All right, let's head up the steps here to the clean restrooms sign. A Sinclair dealer service. This sign does have some chipping in it, primarily up here across the top. Does have some whammies in the body of it, but not terrible. Now this sign actually, believe it or not, I know a lot of you guys watch American Pickers and have for years, and I don't know if any of you guys really actually realize, Frank Fritz actually was not part of Antique Archaeology. Antique Archaeology was Mike Wolf's business and his stores. Frank Fritz actually did have a shop, but it was not in LeClaire, Iowa. It was not in Nashville, Tennessee. But he did have a shop. It was not nearly as well known as Antique Archaeology because the whole entire show is pretty much based around antique archaeology. He actually had a shop in Illinois, not terribly far from LeClaire, maybe an hour, hour and a half. And it was basically at, hey, there's Alan, a bar that he hung out in, and they had some space next to it, and he literally had a shop in that bar. So we tracked that down, gosh, years ago. I think the first time we were out in that area, probably 10 years ago. And so we stopped by there, and that's actually where we got the Sinclair restrooms. This one actually came from Frank Fritz's store in Illinois. So it was one we didn't have. Condition was not bad, not terrible, but, you know, definitely not mint, but a very presentable sign for the clean restrooms and windshield service at your local Sinclair dealer. So, anyway, guys, that's what we've got for tonight. Some Tootsies, a Bumpmobile, and a cool old Sinclair sign that we got at Frank Fritz's shop in Illinois when he was still with American Pickers, probably obviously prior to him passing away. So, but yeah, that's the skinny on that one. That's where it came from. And like I said, you know, a lot of people didn't realize that he did have a different shop, and it actually was not part of Antique Archaeology. So it was kind of cool that Shayla found it, and we tracked it down and headed over there and checked it out, and that's actually where we came up with that Sinclair sign. So there's the rest of the story on that one. With that, guys, we're going to get things ready to wrap up. What do we got coming up tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, we've got a video going public that you guys are going to look at and say, what in the world? And the reason I know you're going to say that is because that's what I said when I bought the stupid thing. Why am I buying this? But I bought it. It's here. I did a video on it. You're going to see it tomorrow night. I don't know why I bought it. It's not anything in my wheelhouse whatsoever. It is a weird little car. And I don't know. You guys tell me what you think tomorrow night. No, it's a car. If it was a tractor, it would be a Tractor Mike's. It is a car, but it is a weird car. It is 50s, so it's old. But I know nothing about it. I don't know why I bought it. But it was local. The guy called me and said, hey, I found this. It's on my trailer. I'm bringing it out to you. And I'm like, oh, great. So that's coming up tomorrow night. The 1970 Caprice video coming up Friday night. We'll see what we got coming up for members. We got a lot of cool stuff in the can. I got a lot more videos we need to work on and get some more stuff up for you guys to check out. Nope, it's not British. But it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I hope somebody needs parts off of it because I already bought the dumb thing. So I'm hoping I can at least sell a few parts off of it and recoup what I put into it. But it's weird. It's weird. I don't know why I bought it. But it was so funky that I almost kind of had to buy it. So that's here. That's coming up tomorrow night. You guys let me know what you think of a probably very questionable decision on inventory that you're going to see tomorrow night. Anyway, we're going to wind things up. And stay tuned for more cool stuff coming up tonight. We will be back on Sunday night, 7:30 for some more Gearhead Interactive Live Chat. Sure hope you can join us for that. And with that, I hope everybody has a great week. Stay tuned. Check out the new videos coming up. And we'll see you Sunday night. Thanks for watching, everybody.